Hello guys, welcome back to Duelplexity. So in this video I'll be showing my KC Cup event results. In this event I was ranked 803, which is okay. I'm always hoping to get top 500, but I usually don't have time because of my school. I got a DP of 31,193 and on it, so it was pretty cool how I was like getting a lot of wins after wins after wins, and then I lost against Sylvans or something like that because I kept losing against those, and then I kind of modified my deck to go like against all the metas, and it kind of worked, and it was like 90% effective against the Destiny heroes. And Sylvans, it was around like let's say I probably lost like 75% or 80. I lost a lot to Sylvans because I was like the weakness to this deck because it destroys the back row, and also the monster just destroys everything that I have. And Girgia, I usually beat those Girgias. I used to just smoke them with needle sealing or forbidden chalice or memory loss. It was pretty easy, but dealing with the back row was pretty hard with like Sunlight. When they had their cards face down, I couldn't needle seal their monsters. So this is the ranking for the April 2018 Kyber Corporation Cup. Global ranking is the first one was Deck Maker with 80,981, which is lower than last time because it's probably really hard for a lot of people to like level up, I think. And it seems like people actually went up since yesterday pretty high. I was watching the scores yesterday, and they were around the 50 some, almost 60 I think thousand for the top 100, top 10, and then it just went up by like 10,000 or more in like one day. So that's pretty interesting. And top 1000 was 30,442, which I made it by like one duel. So one duel is like 1,000 plus points, 1,045 points or something like that. So like basically I won by like one duel and some. So there's around 197 people that were after me between those two scores, which is pretty crazy how like 100 and some are in between those scores, which makes it seem like top 100 could be the same as well. Amazon Onslaught was really well against you had to get this card like in your first hand, or else like you had chances of losing in the game. So there was around like out of 5 games or 6 that I didn't get this card, and either I got it like after on like the first draw, but I lost a couple games because I didn't pull this card right away. So this card protects your Amazons by they also like go down with the card, so like they end up going they're banished if they attack it. So it saved it was good against Destiny heroes because it banished all the Destiny heroes, so they're only allowed to use their battle phase. So okay, so for this deck I use Amazon's Onslaught. Of course, this is the main key for this deck, because this deck allows for an attacking monster to be banished after damage calculation. And it was pretty cool because it kept wiping out your opponent's monsters, and then the Amazon Sage kept it was good because if they had back row and there was like no monsters, this card could easily like attack them and destroy their back row. And so Amazon's Swordswoman, your opponent takes all battle damage with this card. Like if it attacks, they get damage, and it was good against our Archfiends because they had really high attack. And then this is how I won with this one. And also with Enkai, those hard there's high level ones, and then also the Guardian Oak, I think it was Guardian Oak or something like that from the Sylvans. Yeah, the Sylvan Guardian Oak. And since these are all high levels, and it was pretty good when I used to attack those, and and make their life point 0. And if you summon Amazons, you can special summon an Amazon's baby tiger from your hand or graveyard, which is pretty good. And then this and Onslaught is like it's like a cycle. It keeps coming back, and then you keep getting rid of the monsters. And then Forbidden Chalice, I used it against for Sylvans. Let's see, the Sylvans that I used it on mainly was Sylvans. I used it against Komoshumu and Sylvan Marshall Leaf. And I think sometimes I rarely used it on Sylvan Guardioak because they used to use Rose Lover. Wait, no, it was I rarely used it on that card, and it was good for stopping the Sylvans. Also with memory loss, it was good against Sylvans. With these cards, it was most likely that I could win, but it was I ended up I kept losing to them because they also destroyed all my back row, which is this continuous trap card that needs to be on the field. So it was pretty hard to keep this card sometimes up there. I usually had it up for a while, and I used to get my monsters destroyed more often than my trap cards and spells. And Needle Stealing, I used these against it was pretty hard against Sylvans because they use a Rose Lover. Rose Lover was any monster that was special summoned by this card. They're unaffected by trap cards, and it was hard to use on that turn that they were summoned because Needle Stealing was a trap card. And then it just destroys all face-up monsters, so be aware of that. And the Gearjas, when they are face-up, it's good against them, but when they are face-down, it's not, because it doesn't destroy them when they're face-down. So you gotta wait until they face-up. And then the weakness to this was the Sunlight card, because it flips them up on your turn, so it's really, really bad, because you need to set this card first and activate it the next turn. And I used to get one time, I think I got it, or twice, I got it destroyed right away with Sunlight before I could activate Needle Stealing. So all monsters on your side of the field are changed to face-up defense position, which made him activate the Gearjas. So it made him activate this card, which destroys any number of spells or traps based on the Gearjas that you have. And then Gearja Anchor. This one destroys all monsters your opponent has, depending on the Gearjas you control. And also this card was made for that deck. Usually players would use those three. So the three decks, I think the main decks that I faced were the Gearjas, Destiny Heroes. This was pretty 90 some, pretty high chance of beating Destiny Heroes, because it used to remove from play all Destiny Heroes. And then they can activate Celestial. Celestial is needed for Celestial, let's see, Destiny Hero Celestial, where is it at? Yeah, this card, once it's in the graveyard, they could remove it from play and another Destiny Hero, and then they could draw 2 cards. But since Amazon Onslaught used to remove them, uses its effect to remove the Celestial card, they couldn't activate that in the graveyard or have any Destiny Heroes. And I used to mainly just banish all these, and then they only work in the graveyard. So that's why it was pretty high chance against Destiny Heroes, around 90 some percent. I just lost probably let's say 8% or so, or less than that. Pretty sure less than that. It's really good against these decks. If you're wanting to build this Amazon's deck and totally beat this Destiny Hero deck, it's pretty expensive. I wasn't able to get the third Ankai, and as in my previous video, I was showing how like how to get the URs very easy, and I opened the fourth pack, the 4 box opening, yeah, 4 main box, and I'm at like last 22 packs, and I can't get the third one yet. Actually, I'm last 50 packs, and I can't get the third one or even mass change. So I wasn't able to use this deck like effectively. So I really had no choice but to move on to a different deck. And I only had 2 mass chains, so I can't really use this to its full potential. So I could have won a lot of games that I played with this deck, but I kind of regret using this deck because I wasted a lot of time in duels trying to use the Destiny Hero deck while I only had 2 Ankais and 2 mass chains. So it's really not good with just 2. And I moved on. That's the first deck I used, and then I moved on to Geargias. Geargias, and then I only used it like a couple of times, not that much, because the Ties of Brethren, I only have 1, and essentially you want 2 or 3, and I didn't have enough. And for the Sylvans, I didn't have Sylvan deck, I didn't have the Mushroomal, and then that card could be only get like once per box, which is pretty insane, and you need to open like 3 in order to get it. So it wasn't really worth trying to open 3, and I don't think it was worth it. But other than that, I had all the Sylvans. Sylvans were pretty OP on this tournament. I think I don't know if the KC report is up, but they were really OP. They were like, I don't know, I think a lot of people struggle in the last like 50,000, 60, 70, top 10, because they were all using Sylvans, and then they were using Grit, which makes it their life points before they lose, if their life points reaches 0, it reaches 1, so they have like an extra like move in case they were like about to be like finished. So that was pretty big skill on the last day of this KC Cup. Let's see. Also, I forgot to mention the Amazon's Fighter. You take no battle damage from attacks involving this card at all. So it's cool because you don't lose any life points, and you can just remove the cards from play without like hurting your life points. And I wanted to integrate this card into my deck, but I only had 1 during the KC Cup, and I got the second one from leveling up mine at level 40. That's why I was using her for the KC Cup, and then I happened to get her. I'm not too sure if it'll be actually good for this deck, but I think if I were to put it in this deck, I would probably replace like either like 1 Amazon Sage and Amazon Spider, or I'm not too sure, maybe 2 Amazon Spider and 1 Amazon Sage if I happen to get a third one. I think it's stronger than the other ones, and I think it'll provide, I guess, some way of winning if you don't have the Onslaught, because without the Onslaught you basically lose the duel if you don't have it. Because these Amazons are pretty weak, 1500s, 1400s, so you need something bigger, maybe like this one, because it actually gains 100 for each Amazons you control. And this card was not good in my deck. I tried it a couple times. I think I put 2 in or 1, and it really didn't help me out. I think I tried for the KC Cup, I tried this card and it didn't really help at all, so I removed those because I was barely trying them out. I haven't even played I didn't really play ranked or reach Cogger at all for this month, and I was really I never played this deck before, and I was like, oh, I should give this deck a try, and so I did, and it did pretty good. It got me up to I think it won me like at least like 22,000 DP in the last last hours that I was playing. So, and yeah, this is the deck that I use. I think I integrated Amazon Chain Master, but a lot of people try to avoid battling with her because they don't want to lose a card from their hand, and so I removed that. Let's save this up. So this is my KC Cup results for April 2018. I'm pretty happy about what I got, and I can't wait for special qualifiers. There's around like 2 more, I think, before I'm not too sure when it is, but I think in May it's gonna be another one, or June, around there. I'm not too sure, but there's gonna be another KC Cup, I think, and a couple other events that you could actually get this special qualifiers if you haven't gotten it yet. And I encourage you to do so, because you might get like a special what is it, special card sleeves or mat, and I think you'll enjoy being part of the special qualifiers event that they will hold in the future. And if you played in the KC Cup, please leave a comment what deck you used, what helped you out the most, what decks you didn't like, or anything. And it'll be cool reading those comments. And hope you enjoyed my video, and I hope you subscribe, like, and comment. And thanks for watching. See you guys.